Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Ollis Show. I'm your host, Timothy Ollis, and this is a show where we talk about everything navigating life in your 20s and what that looks like from the perspective of a 20-year-old. Yes, that happens to me. Oh my gosh, that happens to be me, guys. Oh my gosh, guys. I won't lie, it's been hectic and it has been crazy. Like, it's been a crazy day, guys. I won't even lie to you. I have been moving up and down, and I won't even lie. At the time of filming this, it is nearly midnight, and I am tired. But, guys, we make it work. We make it work. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you guys are blessed and happy to see another week, guys. It is a blessing. It is really a blessing. Like, whether you have a God or not, like, it's a blessing to be able to come into this new week, and see it alive and well, guys. It's 2025. Let's live. Let's live. But honestly, guys, I'm glad to be back here. Before we get started into today's episode, remember to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. We are the Ollis Show. Remember to give us a follow on Instagram, Ollis TV, TikTok, the Ollis Show, and then also if you're listening on Spotify, please drop us a 5-star rating and follow and recommend to your friends as well. That would be much appreciated. Yes, we are a small podcast, but we're going to do mighty things, guys. And yeah, let's get into the weekly catch up. Guys, my week has been so up and down. That's the best way to describe it. Like, normally, like, we would be in the hospitals, we would be busy running up and down, but this, like, since the new year has started, guys, we have just been like doing this research program called like an SSC, and guys, it's been really interesting, to put it. Like, we have time off, so like it's easier because you'll only be in like for 3 days a week, and a part of me feels like, oh, this is what it must feel like to be like a university student, because like with my course, I do not feel like a university student. So it's been really nice, guys, having this break technically from being inside the hospitals and like having to study all the time. Like, I still have to study all the time, but it's nice, it's nice to have a break from it all. But it's been up and down. What I mean by up and down, like, it's had moments where like it's been like chill, and the moments where it's just been hectic. Like, people always ask me, and like I just don't get it. People always ask me and say, is university worth it? And days like Tuesday made me feel like maybe it isn't even worth it, because tell me, why am I spending 7 hours learning about how to make a PowerPoint? Not 1, not 2, not 3 hours, 7, 9 to 4 p.m. about how to make a PowerPoint. I was just like, I just left that day thinking, what a waste of time. What a waste of my time. Because, guys, I spent 7 hours learning how to make a PowerPoint, as in Microsoft PowerPoint, as in they showed us everything. I was just like, you know what? Maybe university isn't worth it. Because there are people my age making, trailblazing, and I'm here learning about how to make a PowerPoint for 7 hours. That moment, that was a key factor of my week that said, you know what, this week has already set its tone. It's going to be a very interesting week. Because Monday was chill. But that Tuesday, guys, And I want to know, guys, what day of the week is your favorite week? Wait, oh my gosh, what day of the week is your favorite day? Does that make sense? What day of the week is your favorite? Because mine actually is Fridays or Mondays. Fridays or Mondays are my favorite day of the week. Saturdays are just a bit of awkward day, but Fridays I just love because the weekend is coming up. Fridays are always going to be lit in my book. They're always going to be lit because I normally watch movies. Like, I love watching movies, guys. Don't even get me started, because I'll start telling you about the story about the 5 movies I've watched this week. I'm not going to do that. But what I love to do on Fridays is I love to watch movies. So they're just very sentimental to me. But Mondays, honestly, they just have like a little bit of a jejum to it, Mondays just give you that little bit of a kick to get your week started, like, and I feel like I really need that, because sometimes I can be really lazy, and that's not acceptable in 2025. So Monday comes around, I'm just like, you know what, pick yourself up, Timothy. It's time to get to work. It's time to get to work. And I really have been enjoying my Mondays recently. I don't know how I'm gonna feel whenever I get back to the hospitals, but I think right now I'm really enjoying my Mondays. But yeah, I feel like those would be my favorite days of the week. I want to know what y'all's favorite days of the week are. Let me know. But if anyone says Tuesday, just know you should just unfollow me at that point. If you say Tuesday is your favorite day of the week, unfollow me. I don't like Tuesdays. Tuesdays are flipping disgusting. They're gross. They're nasty. They stink. What the heck? Why the heck would you ever like a Tuesday? Tuesdays are, oh my gosh. Let me not talk. Wednesdays are tolerable. Thursdays, manageable. Fridays, excellent. Saturdays, and then Sundays. But Tuesdays, girl, you gotta get checked out. That's crazy. Anyways, my Tuesday was just giving a whole lot. I was just like, once I got home, I was just like, you know what, let this day not repeat itself. Because, and you ever think of those shows, you know those shows where like the people repeat the same day again and again? I'm just like, that would be my worst nightmare. No matter how good the day is, I hate, like, I just don't like repeating things, you know, like, and repeating the, I don't know why we are speaking about this, guys, but like repeating the same day would make me scream, because even today has been hectic, and today is my favorite day of the week. It's a Friday, but I just don't know, guys. It's fine. Also, guys, I got a new haircut. Look at it. Get into the hair, guys. Get into the hair. Does your hair look like this? No, it doesn't. It does not look like this. Some of y'all don't know how to spell wolf cut. Some of y'all don't know how to spell wolf cut. It's 2025. Y'all can't spell. What happened to spelling, punctuation, and grammar? But yes, guys, I decided to get a wolf cut. This was done by myself. Whenever, actually, I got my hairstylist to do it, but it was a bit too long. So I literally went on my private story, guys, and I picked up my scissors and I cut my hair. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So I cut it off, and it's now a wolf cut, which is, honestly, I just love it. Like, I've really been obsessed with wolves recently. And I know you're like, Timothy, I thought you were talking about wolf cut. I just really love wolves. I feel like they're just such an interesting animal, you know? I feel like I'm low-key embodying wolves right now, and I'm really cool with it, you know? But what I'm not cool with is the fact that my brother said it looks like I got run over with a lawnmower. That is so ridiculous. That is so mean. Like, I got this haircut, and I really like it, and I just got disrespected, guys. It's just so rude. Like, I feel like I can never satisfy anybody, you know? I just don't feel like I can satisfy anybody. If I have long hair, they call me out. If I have short hair, they say I'm bald-headed. And if I have a wolf cut, they say I look like I got run over with a lawnmower. Like, what the heck? But anyways, guys, I really do love this hairstyle. It's one of my favorites. Will I be repeating it? I'm not sure. Like, I do like doing moments, and this is a moment. You know, I had the long hair, and that was a moment that will not be repeated. That was just the neck pain, guys. Any of the girls who have long hair, I really do feel for you, because that was a shift and a half. That was worse than a 12-hour shift, and I've never done a 12-hour shift. Like, that was pain. I've never felt neuropathic pain in my life until I felt that. As in, I had pain. You know, whenever they come into the hospital and they say, "Doctor, I have pain shooting down my leg." Girl, I had pain shooting down my neck. And that was, I never experienced anything like that in my life. Long hair is not for the weak. It's not for the weak. If you want to be experiencing pain shooting down your neck, go and get long hair. If you want to be experiencing jaundice, well, maybe not jaundice, but if you want to be experiencing all of these symptoms of pain in the morning, go and get your hair braided long. That's the day I realized that's the last time I'm going to do that. I was looking at myself. I looked tired. How do you get a new hairstyle and look tired? And this is not my hairstylist's fault. No, my hairstylist is A1, period. It was my fault because I honestly just got, you know, it was just too much. It was hurting my neck, so I just looked tired. But my hairstylist, guys, DZ Parlor, I'm just going to give you a quick shout out. Like, I just love my hairstylist, period. My hairstylist just eats every single time. Like, that's all I have to say. If y'all don't know who she is DZ Parlor. I'm not gonna gatekeep it, even though I really should, but you know, we gotta help the girls. So if y'all don't know, follow DZ Parlor, girl. She is that girl for hair. Like, I just love how my hair looks every time. I feel like she just gets it, you know. I've been with her since 2022, actually 2023. So it's been nearly 2 years now, and yeah, guys, she's been eating my hair up every time. Talking about hair, I've done so many different hairstyles, and like, it's not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going, but I've done what I think my first hairstyle was invisible locks. So invisible locks is like whenever you twist your locks, if that makes sense, and it has like a U shape, and then like it goes into the twist. That hairstyle that hairstyle, Oloki felt like my hairstylist didn't like me. I was just like, what did I do to you in a past life? Because that pain, the pain of the twists in that hairstyle, that was not for the weak. That was not for the weak. Why was I sitting there? I was just like, girl, don't you like me? Are we not friends? Because the pain was a lot, you know. But that hairstyle came out really nicely. And then what else did I do? And then since then, I kind of have just been doing my bob, you know. Like my fire bob. Fire. Guys, it's funny. It just reminds me of something because there was this woman I was watching on TikTok. And she was saying, oh, someone said my grandmother's, because she has her grandmother on her social media a lot. And she was just like, oh, someone said no, oh my gosh, let me remember this story. She was just like, grandma, somebody said your bob is fire. But like, the person said fa. You know, whenever someone says your bob's fa, you know? But she didn't understand. She was just like, they said fa, but I think that just means fire. And I was just like, girl, y'all gotta get with the vernacular. Y'all gotta get with the vernacular. If you don't get with it, then girl, it's gonna leave you. But what was I speaking about? Yeah, my bob. I love my bob, guys. My bob is just a vibe, honestly. But I changed it up to the long hair after I got back from America. And that was the last time I'll be changing it up to the long hair after I get back from America. And then now I have the wolf cut, and I really like the wolf cut. And my next hairstyle, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I feel like right now I'm really enjoying this look. If you haven't changed your hair recently, guys, please change it. You know, those braids, I know they need to see a different color. In 2025, let your braids see a different color. It cannot be black every day. It cannot be black every day. In 2025, let your braids see a different cut. It cannot be bob every day. It cannot be long 12, 20-inch bob every day. In 2025, let your hair see a different style, please. Please, guys. Let's do it for ourselves. Don't do it for that man. Do it for yourself, girl, because I know you're tired. I know you're tired of that hairstyle. So let's change it. So we're back with the get into the get to. This is our section where we talk about everything real talk, like real talk, guys. We like to make fun. We like to, you know, talk about the hot tea, the mess of the week, what people have been doing, who has been cheating with who. But we also need to actually sometimes break it down and talk about the real stuff that we can actually improve from. And I feel like this week, the main thing that has come to my mind and like really irritated me, actually, not even this week, let me not lie. It was yesterday. I was watching Madam Joyce's podcast after she got back from Dirty December in Nigeria and Ghana. And she was just talking about the fact that, you know, people don't know how to focus on themselves. And it was really, really making me think. I was just like, people don't know how to focus on themselves. And this is not necessarily something that I just blame people and say, well, I know how to focus on myself and y'all don't, you know, like I have definitely been victim of it as well, where like you're so focused on other people, whether that's what they have or what they look like or just who they are as a person, that you forget to focus on yourself, you know. And it really got me to the topic of discussion for today. Focus on yourself and let other people focus on themselves, you know. Like, it's not, I feel like in 2025 especially, and I keep saying in 2025, but I say it for a reason, because I don't want anything to be like, oh, let's start doing this, let's start doing this. Every year we say, let's start doing this, let's start. By us putting out the year and making this real to our situation this year, we have to hold ourselves accountable to what we say. So that's why I always say in 2025, because I'm going to make this real to myself. I can say every time, like, you know, whenever you put something on your phone, do this, do that. You never set a time for it. Well, sometimes you do, but a lot of the time, whenever you see the do this message, you can easily procrastinate it. But if you say in 2025, I'm going to be better. If I'm in 2025, I'm going to start being more consistent, you know, you have to hold yourself to that standard, you know. And I definitely have started doing that more. God have mercy. Doing that this year, you know, and holding myself to that standard and definitely focusing inwards towards myself. And I realized something, like, our society is so driven and so comfortable with just being focused on other people. And it's not normal. It's not normal. Like, and people, and I want to speak the truth, because there are a lot of people who are in, there are a lot of people who are in my shoes, or people who are creatives especially. It's not okay as a creative or as somebody who has any level of ambition and goal to be focused on other people. You can focus on other people in order to take what they do and build it and focus on yourself. But at the end of the day, you're still focusing on yourself. But it's not okay. It's not okay to be focused on other people, like solely focused on other people. And this is something that our society is so comfortable doing. We're focused on other people, and we are even worse at doing it because we start expecting people who are doing what we want to do, people who are doing and stepping into the rooms we want to step to. We start diminishing their light and saying that they must conform to our level to make ourselves feel better because we are so focused on them. We're not focused on improving ourselves. That's not normal. That's not a normal thing, you know? And it was getting me really riled up. I was like, this is not normal. Our society loves to do it. And the culture loves to do it where they like to praise mediocrity. Everyone wants to feel comfortable. Everybody wants to rest. Nobody wants to work. And I know Kim already said it. And I know everyone has their different situations. I'm going to definitely take that into account. Not everybody is privileged to have different, everyone has their different situations, But the least we can do for ourselves is start focusing on ourselves. It's not healthy to focus on other people. It's not healthy to focus on other people whenever you have issues and whenever you have goals you want to do. And that is universal. Regardless of wherever you are coming from, we need to focus on ourselves. Our society likes to use the idea of focusing on others' people as a distraction for us to focus on our issues. Oh, it's fine. I'll just forget about it. Let me just go on TikTok. Let me just see. What's Nora Smith, God have mercy, Nara Smith doing with her day? Oh, what is Georgia Sewa doing for her day? That's not normal. And I feel like it's because, and the benefit of the self-care, the benefit of the, mental health movement is that we are more caring and more aware of these issues that we have and, being able to tend to them. But it doesn't mean that we have to distract ourselves from the issues. And yes, I'm saying a lot of stuff now, but if there are ever mental issues that you can't deal with, 100% get the support you are entitled to wherever you are, and try and find that help. I'm not gonna victim blame because trust me, I've been in those positions too. But taking away from mental health issues and just talking about people who have goals, that's a lot of what we talk about here. You can't have goals and be focused on other people. Regardless of where you're coming from, you need to get up and you need to get to work, and do what you can. Work looks different for everybody. Work looks so different. And I love the time whenever people say, oh, you need to get to work, pick your ass up and work. Whenever people say that, they think of one thing, and because they think of that one thing of, oh, go into a job, find a job, it becomes very negative whenever you start thinking about, oh, some people might not be able to get jobs, some people might be in this predicament. I'm not saying get your ass to work, as in work in a job. I'm saying do the work that is necessary for you. Work isn't linear. Whether that's picking yourself up, washing your face, going on a walk, that's work. Do what you need to do to get yourself to a better position. Becoming better isn't something, it's not something that is unknown. Our society likes to, and whenever I post on my TikTok and I talk about these issues, I'm not trying to teach from a position of, oh, I know more than you. This is common sense. This is something we were taught how to do in school. And a lot of the time, even for me, personally speaking, in my course, I feel like a lot of people are very, very focused on the course. And it's not only to my course as well, but other courses as well. We're so focused on one thing that sometimes we forget about the importance of health. Sometimes, and that's our culture, whenever we want to, fix these issues and everyone's just like, get yourself to work, we always think about work in the sense of, okay, well, if I'm not going to focus on other people, I'm just going to go into my job and just work 20 hours. I'm going to work until I'm burnt out. No. Find yourself, focus on yourself, grow within yourself. That's the most important work that you can do. Forget wealth, forget all of that stuff. The first bit of work that you can do to get yourself in any position is to build and grow in yourself. Self-confidence, self-love, self-growth. We need to start being more focused on ourselves moving into this year. Because honestly, guys, we need to start being more focused on ourselves. In fact, if you're not focused on yourself, you're not focused. If you're not focused on yourself, you're not focused. And that's the most important work that needs to be done. That's the thing they don't tell you, that you have to start attracting these things into your life. You need to start being confident, so you attract confident people into your life. And what do confident people do in your life? They elevate you so you feel comfortable stepping into those rooms of success that you want to be in. It starts from the small. It starts from the, okay, you know what, I'm beautiful, I love myself, I'm this, I'm that. It starts from that stuff that you can do in the comfort of your room or wherever you are. It starts from that. And our society doesn't tell us this because it doesn't want us to know. It tells us two things. Our society tells us two things. It says to us that either you can forget about your issues and forget about the stresses of work by going on your phone and just going into a mental dumb moment, and mentally dominating yourself by just focusing on other people and using that as a distraction. Or you can burn yourself out in work and use that as another distraction. But it never tells you to directly focus on the issue at hand, which is, are you comfortable within yourself? And that's the most passionate thing that I've been thinking about these past couple of days. We don't focus on ourselves. We distract ourselves either with the image of other people or with our work. And that's a big issue. That's an extremely big issue, guys. I'm so sorry. We're going to have to do our mid talk break because I need to check if everything's working, or else y'all ain't finna watch a podcast today. Okay, everything's working, guys. God is good. But honestly, our society it can be so negative. It doesn't ever want us to address the issue at hand. And they make it, and whenever you do attempt to do it, they make it into such a thing that it's like, oh, you're finding self-confidence, you're doing self-care. They make it into this weird dynamic. It's not weird to do skincare. It's not weird to meditate in the morning. It's not weird to go on a walk. It's not weird to cut off those friends who are not benefiting your life. It's not weird to do that. It's normal. But our society makes us feel like we're doing something different whenever we do these things. And that's the abnormal thing. It's not normal to be on your phone 8 hours a day scrolling on TikTok. It's not normal to stay with a boyfriend or girlfriend who doesn't know how to love you. It's not normal to be around friends who don't know how to lift you up. It is not normal. And our society turns it upside down, and that keeps us in a position of stagnancy. And that's the thing that's abnormal to me. It's so abnormal. So I really do hope that we can start moving to a position where we focus less on other people and work and focus on ourselves, and then we can work more efficiently. Some of us are so focused on making vision boards that we don't know how to accomplish. Some of y'all are making vision boards for someone else's future because you're so focused on other people. Let that sink in, guys. You don't know what your goals are. You're walking aimlessly because you haven't done the work on the inside to know what you truly desire for yourself. This is still January. A lot of people are still making goals, completing goals X, Y, and Z, But we need to get to a position where we're healthier with it and we have a real talk with ourselves, I'm not saying this in any sense of condemning people. Whenever I come on this podcast to speak about these issues, I speak them into my life as well. I'm not the type of person who realizes things in the solitude sometimes. I realize things sometimes in the open whenever I'm sitting here in front of these two lights, That's whenever I sometimes realize it. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I need to do this for myself too. And that's where the passion comes from, So please don't take it as if I'm being negative. But honestly, guys, we really do need to work on it, because we can't keep making goals. We can't keep making goals every year and not completing them because we can't fix the root issue. We can't keep doing that, guys. We're so focused on making goals, but we have to ask ourselves the question, are we scoring? Are we actually scoring these goals, guys? Or are our goals aimless? In fact, some of us are even doing own goals. We're even doing own goals because we're so focused on other people. Guys, that's something that I have to work on this year as well. Like, it's so easy, and this is not other people in the sense of like celebrities. Sometimes it can be your friends. Sometimes it can be that relationship that's taking all your time. You know? And it comes from a position of wanting. If you want to be better, you're going to do better. If you want to be better, you're going to do better. If you don't want to be better and you're content, stay content. Stay mediocre. Stay stagnant. But that's a choice that you have to agree with and live with. You know? As for me, I'm going to keep moving myself up as much as I can. Because I realize every day that this is about growth. This life is about growth. This is about growth. And the growth is not even financial sometimes, but sometimes the growth is more to do with understanding myself, loving myself, being self-confident, getting to a point where I'm not perfect, but getting to a point where I feel holistically well. Wellness. And that's definitely something I realize every single day, guys. But I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys, for the tone. I hope it's not coming off negative, but like, I hope it's not coming off negative, but I feel like I really have a passion to talk about it today. I'm looking at my notes, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't always have it on the top of my mind. So, yeah. And another thing I had there, which is kind of out of place, but let that man go. I feel like some people need to hear this word. Let that man go. Does he like you? Does he like you? Sit down with yourself, friend, and ask the question, does he actually like you? Because somebody who likes you, platonically, romantically, is going to want to spend time with you. And this is a word for somebody. Is going to want to spend time with you. Is not going to expect you to make the every move. Is going to have you on their mind. Is going to want to take care of you. Is going to want to take you out. So let go of that man. Is he doing those things? No. Let him go. Cut him off. Block him. Period. Do what you need to do. And that's the main thing. That's just a message I just had at the top of my head. Let him go. Let that friend go. That friend who ain't helping you. That friend who doesn't know how to double tap on your TikTok. Let them go. That friend who doesn't know how to double tap on your TikTok. Let them go. Period. That friend who doesn't know how to comment cute, gorge. Let them go. Because it's 2025, girl. It's only 4 words. It's only 4 words. 4 words, 4 letters. Supportive friends you don't need to ask for supportive friends. Supportive friends should not be asked for. Unless you don't have friends. But if you have friends, you shouldn't be asking for support. If they're not giving you support, they are not a friend. Period. If they aren't giving you support, they're not a friend, they can go. And that's a key thing. Friends are there for support. That's just, guys, I feel like I'm venting today. And I feel like a lot of it is coming from the fact that it's just really warm in this room. And it's late. And low-key, I feel like I want to sleep. But I feel like this is the time where you catch me at no BS. Like, there is no BS behind me right now. I'm speaking the truth, how it's coming to my head. But it actually does, like, a lot of the time, I look and I feel like we have so much confusion over what it means to... It's not self-confidence and just self-love and self-journey. It's life, you know. All of this is life, you know. And I feel like we have so much confusion about all of these concepts and the importance of them. And I feel like I've gotten to a point where I've realized this is more important than a lot of things. If I'm not well mentally, if I'm not well and I don't love myself, or if I'm not confident, that's bigger than me not having a job. Because trust me, that job will come whenever you have the confidence. That job will come whenever you love yourself. It will come. Opportunities will open, but you got to make sure you're doing the internal work. Don't worry about the opportunity will come, but you got to do the work. And I don't know what that looks like for everybody. Religiously, for me, that looks like going to my God and say, God, I'm really struggling here in terms of loving myself. I'm struggling here in terms of confidence. I don't know how to grow past this situation. This friend left me. This friend doesn't want to speak to me. X, Y, and Z. You know, I don't know how to handle this situation. God, help me. You know? And those are the times where I feel like I've had that most growth. because he showed me that this is actually more important. The internal work is so much more important than the external work. And he's really shown me that this is what I need to focus on. And this is not just, I don't want to speak from a position of just religion all the time, because I'm not a fool. I know a lot of people aren't religious, and I can preach the gospel, and some people might not even resonate with it. That's completely your own choice, and no one's judging you for that. You are entitled to what you want to believe. But what I want the key message to be is just that these are holistic, these are universal, regardless of the religion. Self-love, self-confidence, all of these things are important virtues that we just need to implement in our lives a lot more. So guys, for the hot tea, oh my gosh, this week and this month has been crazy on the socials. This has been a very wild month. Firstly, TikTok is burning down. TikTok is burning down, guys. Red Note is coming to replace it. Guys, also, please follow us on Red Note as well. We are the Ollis Show. I don't know what language is in. I don't know if it's in Chinese. I don't know if it's in English. But just look for us on the Ollis Show on Red Note. Thank you very much. But yeah, guys, TikTok is nearly gone. Like, the Americans are leaving. The Americans can't even stay. They're kicking them. They're evicting them. The Americans are leaving. So, guys, I'm leaving TikTok too. I'm just joking, guys. We'll still be on TikTok, but I just downloaded Red Note because, honestly, I just don't know what's going to happen. Like, every year, they just want to keep reducing, reusing, recycling. Every single year. All these social media apps. So I just don't know what to expect. Like, it happened to Vine, it happened to Musical.ly, now it's happening to TikTok. So I don't know if we're still going to be there. So we've moved to Red Note for a little bit. So check us out on Red Note if you have Red Note. And yeah, guys, I heard it got postponed for another 270 days. So I just don't know. I don't know, guys. But please check out our content. I don't want to beg, but please follow us. But yeah, TikTok is burning down, girls. Let's just pray for the TikTok girls from America that they are still here after the 19th of January. And also, what else has been happening, guys? I found this funny coach, and her name is Tony something. I can't remember her full name, but she is hilarious, guys. She is so funny. Like, the girls who be doing fitness, she gives fitness advice, but she gives it real. Like, I think she was saying, what did she say? I really want to find it. Oh my gosh, guys. I might, if I have the energy, I might put it up on the screen. But oh my gosh, it's hilarious. Like, she was just like, you need to unbig your back. Like, unbig your back. She was big, and oh god, I can't even remember what the tone she was saying. It was so real. If you don't know her, please find her, especially for the girls who are on their weight loss journey. She is gonna give you the real advice. But that made me laugh this week. Like, I just feel like weight loss advice and all of that stuff is just so fascinating to me. The weight loss, the gym environment, the gym industry, it's so fascinating because, like, a part of me would love to, like, I love sports, I used to do a little bit of rugby back in the day. Don't even ask me why. But I used to do a little bit of rugby back in the day. I used to be into all of that. But the sports industry is just so fascinating to me, so multifaceted, and maybe one day we'll talk about my experience in the rugby team and my experience with body image. That's a topic, body image. We're going to talk about that someday. But yeah, it was just making me cackle this whole entire week. Also, they released that new movie with Keke Palmer and SZN. I don't know if anyone's watched it, but you should watch it. I'm going to watch it. I haven't watched it yet, guys. But I think it seems really funny. Keke is so hilarious. Like, there is a talent that she just has for making people laugh. So I'm definitely going to watch that show. And I feel like the casting is A1. Like, SZN and Keke Palmer. And it's produced by Issa Rae. Like, those are just three women dominating the industry. So I'm definitely going to have to watch that very soon. But I want to know, guys, how have y'all been? Let me know, guys. Comment, subscribe. Let me know how y'all have been, because it is important that we are growing. Not as, oh, y'all is growing my platform. I'm interested in that. Let me not lie. Let's grow the platform, guys. But I'm also interested that you guys are doing well. And talking about you guys, we don't have a name for this group. What is the name for the group, guys? What shall we call this podcast? Oh, wait, it's called the Ollis Show. What should we call y'all? I was low-key thinking of calling y'all the werewolves. Shall I call y'all the werewolves? That's a little bit fetch, isn't it? I think I'm going to stick werewolves. It's tickled my mind. Guys, I think we're going to be called the werewolves. Period. Yes. That's cool. The Ollis Show and the werewolves. It doesn't make sense, but that's what the essence of this show is. It doesn't really make sense, you know. The aesthetic is just all over the place. Like, that is just the show. The werewolves, I love it. I think it's fab. What do y'all think? Werewolves, that is fab, because now people don't want to play. Whenever you hear Timothy and the werewolves, y'all is gonna be scared. Or maybe that's a bit terrifying. I don't know. But anyways, guys, I think that's all the hot tea. Has any other hot tea happened this week? I feel like a situation's coming to my head, but it's not resonating in my mind. Oh yeah, I wanted to briefly talk about Madam Joyce. I wanted to talk about podcasts, and I wanted to talk about influencers, but we might talk about that next week. I love the podcast space, guys. I just love it. And I feel like as much as I make podcasts, I actually do listen to them. So I just love Madam Joyce. She just makes me laugh. Like, guys, there was a situation, and I think I've already talked about it, but to reiterate, she got not cancelled. The girls started jumping on her back and beating her and flogging her because she said she was high profile in her Snapchat story. And she said, you know what, I'm going to turn this situation around. Yes, I am high profile. And then she posted a picture with her wearing a shirt saying high profile. I said, guys, this is exactly the kind of energy we need to do this whole year, 2025. That's the exact energy we need to carry, honestly. And as she said correctly, may your enemies be so confused that they don't know that they're praying for you. As said by Madam Joyce, may your enemies be so confused they don't know that they're praying for you this year. And that's a genuine prayer that I pray for myself and this community of werewolves we have now, you know. May your enemies be so confused. May they be looking up and down for you that they don't know that they're elevating you to your next position. That's the prayer. Because enemies, and I know a lot of y'all might listen and be like, what do you mean by enemies, Timothy? We're not in war. It's not World War III. I know. But what I mean by this is that not everybody around you is actually out here for your best intentions. And that's the truth. Not everybody's happy. Y'all have 1.5k followers on Instagram. Do you think out of all that 1.5k, at least out of the ones who are engaging with your stuff, do you think everybody is happy to see you? Let that actually sink in. Some people are happy to see you suffer. This is really deep, but some people are really happy to see you fail. And the prayer for this year, guys, is let this year all of your enemies, all of the people who aren't happy to see you succeed, let them keep looking for you that they don't know that they're actually elevating you to the next position. And on that note, I think we're finished with the hot mess and the hot tea, guys. We're going to finish here for today. I don't know how long the episode has been. It feels a lot shorter than typical, but I think it's been a good episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are not already following us on socials, please follow us on our socials. It will be the Ollis Show, TheOllisShow on TikTok, and Ollis TV, OLLIS TV on Instagram, and make sure to check us out on YouTube. Our YouTube is a little bit slow, but we're gonna get there eventually. So the Ollis Show on YouTube, and yeah, follow us on Spotify, give us a 5-star rating, share with your friends, and also comment below. Let me know what y'all think. You know, like, I know that we talked a lot of stuff, a lot of real talk today. This was mainly real talk. Let me know what you think, guys, and give me feedback. You know, I definitely want to know what I can improve on, what y'all would like to see. You will notice we didn't do the dilemmas today because the dilemmas did not get good feedback. So let me know what y'all think. And most importantly, stay blessed, stay prayed up, and I will see you next time.